What's going on, everyone? It's NAKAT, and today I'm going to be going over Emma Frost early, giving you guys a quick little guide on how her abilities work and what to expect from the newest Vanguard from the X-Men in Marvel Rivals. I'm really excited that this character is in the game for, of course, numerous reasons, as is everyone else. And so let's jump right into it and see what we are working with this character. So first and foremost, when it comes to Emma Frost, she has a lot of abilities. It's because her moves kind of shift between when she's in this state and when she's in her diamond state. So first, we'll go over her typical normal state. So left click fires a laser, right? And it has quite some range to it. When I'm this far away, I can't really reach my opponent, but if I get around this range, I am able to fire off. And the longer your opponent is taking damage from this laser, it will start to do more and more damage over time.
Double KO.
The next move that we're going to go over is her actual right click. So this puts out a force field, right? And so basically with this force field, if you stand behind it, you are able to block incoming projectiles. So we'll actually demo this right here. As you can see, the projectile gets fired and it got blocked, but I put it behind my ally. So let's actually fix that up and put this one in front. And as you see, we block, but we're also able to pressure and hit with our own abilities from behind this force field, making it really good. And she doesn't have to sit here and, kind of just stay still while this is out. You know how Magneto or Strange, when they have their shield out, they are limited to just having that shield out. They can't really fire or do anything else. If you have this out, you are able to just stand behind it and fire off your other abilities and maneuver around, which is really good. The longer you hold the right click, the further out this shield is going to go. So you kind of have some control over placement and where you put this out. Not to mention that the cooldown really isn't that long for the amount of value that the shield is actually giving you. And as you can see, the amount of shield health it has is depleting as it's getting hit, and then it is gone. 4-second cooldown before I can put up another one. Pretty good, pretty valuable in my opinion. Next ability we're going to use is actually called Carbon Crush. So actually, no, that's the diamond form move. So we want to do a Psychic Spear. So basically, throw this out and this appears, right? This form of diamond. If you hit that diamond, your opponent actually starts to take damage over time. And the cooldown for that move is actually not that long. So as I destroy that, you see just how much damage that is able to do. And we're actually going to go back over to Luna and try this move out right now, just so you guys can see. And it has quite the range too. So if I want to hit from this far, I can do that. Hit this, break it. Almost, if not half of her health is gone. And this is really strong because either you can focus the diamond to try to do damage over time and destroy it to, really chunk her health, while your ally is actually hitting Luna herself, meaning that characters, when they get hit by this ability, are going to die really fast. And if they don't die, they are going to be damn near death, especially if they are a DPS or a support character, making I want to say Emma Frost a very, very, very difficult character to deal with in terms of especially supports trying to either get away from her or just trying to survive when she is focusing them. But that's not all. That's like almost the least of your worries, in my opinion, because when she turns to stone like this, or rather diamond, she takes reduced damage, and not only that, she is unstoppable. Meaning, if you try to CC her, like if I'm Spider-Man, I'm not going to be able to like yoink her towards me. I might be able to keep her in place, but I'm not going to be able to pull her towards me, right? But the thing, of course, is just built like that entirely. This is an ability that goes away and is on a rather long cooldown when it does go away, which makes sense given how much value it has. So let's actually talk about this real quick. This is her melee attack, not in diamond form, right? Cool. Diamond form, she's swinging at you. Like, this is just straight up her swinging, not just her melee attacks. This is just generally your new left click, right? And as you can see, the damage differential, it kind of bursts you down really fast, versus when you're holding this click, it's just damage over time. Not to say this is weak, however, but just you can see the significance in the damage when you're in diamond form. Now, going back into diamond form, if we do a right click, you do a big sweep kick that has a 2-second cooldown. You can see how much damage it does and just how far it pushes the enemy back. But You have to combine these things to really get the most value out of it, like as much as you can get, but we'll get to that in a second as well. So I'm going to actually do a combo here that is able to burst down not only supports, but burst down even some of the heavier DPSs, but you need a wall to do it. So I apply my diamond, I grab, jab one, kick into the wall, right? But as you see, she lived. So NAKAT, what are you talking about? Well, that's not the full combo. That's just giving you a little taste of actually what it might look like, depending on if you miss the first step. Because initially, you want to swing first. So you apply diamond, you swing first, you go for your grab, you go for another jab, and then you go for a kick into the wall. And that's what is going to actually take out your opponent immediately. Demonstrated like this.
Did you even train for this?
Full sequence, knocked into the wall, immediately dead. But the important thing is that you have to have a wall that you can actually send your opponent at to do this. This is really important. But just the CC that she gets off of being able to pick you up is really, really important. And she can even pick up the thing. She can't kick him away, but she can lift him off of the ground, having at least some form of a little bit of CC on him when she is using that combo.
How embarrassing.
Even Punisher at 275 health is gone, but characters like Black Panther, Mr. Fantastic, they're pretty much like the threshold of who can survive that onslaught, albeit just with a little bit of health left over. So this character does a lot of damage, has a lot of utility, especially with her shield, has the ability to pressure you, not just from hitting you, but also hitting that diamond cluster that she's able to put on you. That's like really significant, of course, because again, not only do you get to choose between focusing literally the body of your opponent or the cluster, but you know, you have your allies who can shoot either or as well, doing a significant amount of damage in taking out a target that you guys have singled out. So all in all, I do think that this character is going to be really, really strong, especially given like the fact that even in this form, like she takes reduced damage, so she can actually stick to people and try to pressure them right in their face as well, or even use it as a means of escaping just to survive a bit longer to get to a health pack. Lot of utility in Emma Frost. So this character ain't all about looks, right? It ain't all about that. It's all about her abilities as well, and we cannot not talk about one of the most significant abilities we did see in the trailers, her ultimate. Now, gameplay wise, it took me a while to build up her ultimate, I'm not gonna lie. Thankfully, we're in the training room, so we don't have to wait that long to see this. But as you know, if you use this, not only does it do a lot of damage, but it also brings the opponent to you, CCing them, right? So you have to think about this. If we use this ult, we can use this ult in situations where supports are using ults to save their team, but you're pulling their team out of their ult. Think Invisible Woman. Sue puts down her ult, we're able to use our ult to make them walk out of her force field so we can kill them, right? Or Loki puts his lamps down to try to pretty much save his team. We can pull people out of the lamps so that we're actually able to pressure them. And as you can see, guys, again, this is really big and this has significant range. This is about as far as I can be away from the Galactica bots to actually hit them and make them walk to me. So this ult, while it is good for, you know, making people walk off the map, I don't really see that being something that happens far too often. It's rather situational if you're going to aim for that, in my opinion. But the fact that she's just able to do this in general and able to pull people towards her or towards her team is going to net a lot of kills. And honestly, if I'm keeping it real, from all the options that this character has, from her damage just to the fact that, you know, her survivability is high too, her ult is very powerful, and she has pretty much decent enough range to always be a consistent threat, I can definitely see this character being target banned a lot in ranked, right? But only time will tell. Who knows? But this is a quick guide on Emma Frost and everything she has to offer as a character in Marvel Rivals. I'll go ahead and pull up her attacks and abilities for you guys to check out here at your own leisure. But I just wanted you guys to see what we are working with come Season 2 of Marvel Rivals on April 11th. This is NAKAT. If you like more content like this, please drop a follow, or rather a subscription, and a like. It helps out a ton and it's totally free. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Take it easy. Peace out. Deuces.